Alrighty, ready. Well, welcome back to DexFunko's Pop and Comics Sunday. It's been about 2 weeks since I've actually done this. The last week was a little bit hectic, kind of getting everything in order and just kind of getting everything situated. I built a new wall for all the Deadpool pops. The week before that was Game of Thrones, so I was kind of busy with that and whatnot. Hey Rod, how's it going? So that's why the last 2 weeks have been off, because it was just overwhelming. I pretty much so the first 2 weeks ago was the Game of Thrones obviously premiere, and we had a big huge little get together and whatnot for it. So kind of went over there, had fun with everyone else that was watching it and things like that. And then last week I was building my Deadpool pop and comic wall. If you guys haven't seen it, there's a picture of it on Instagram. Just head on over and you'll see it. Coming out good. I got to get some comics for Deadpool. I'm hoping to put up or find first the two main comics that I want for the wall for the Deadpool portion, which is Deadpool's First and Cable's First. Those are my main two ones that I want to put up on that Deadpool wall. So for the last few weeks, there hasn't been many pops. A lot of it's on pre-order. The Spider-Man Far From Homes are coming in. I do have a few remaining ones from Avengers Endgame that came in, and a nice stack of comics. Part of these are from Comic Tom's 101's mystery box, and the other large percentage of them are from the BTL Collectibles show, which is hosted by Pablo here in Miami. He actually does it once a month. It's the last Saturday of every month, and he holds it at Miccosukee Casino. And honestly, every time I go, it's nonstop. I guarantee I find something good. He does a real good job about bringing in a lot of people for it. So whatnot, So I guess I'll start off with some of the pops. There goes that one. Thank God I have them in protective cases. So let me start off with actually, we have actually Rocket. So he's the Walmart exclusive. It's really just the Rocket in his quantum suit. But I think I have one out, or that's going to come out. Because, like always, I order 3 from Walmart. And Walmart always somehow manages to send 3 pops and only one comes out good. So it always works out because I get to put him out of the box now and enjoy him. So this is the Rocket from Walmart, sorry. You can see him in his little quantum suit. Next up, I actually got this one from Think Geek here in Miami. They came out with the Stan Lee pop in patina. Hey Seth. So I picked this one up just because obviously it's Stan Lee. After everything that happened and with everything that he's given us. So he'll go right above my head with the other Stan Lee pop that I have. But he's actually patina. And the back actually says, I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says Hero Initiative helping comic creators in need. Funko LLC has donated in honor of pop icons to the Hero Initiative. To learn more, so they donated, I guess, a portion of the proceeds for comic book creators. But really happy to have this one as well. Let's see, you guys. So for me, it's not just about comics. I grew up with Pokemon. This is the 3rd one now. So the first 2 being Pikachu and Bulbasaur, which I already had. But now they have Charmander. So Really, really happy to have him. I grew up playing Pokemon. This was my thing. Exactly, Seth. Gotta catch them all. So they do have the 10-inch Bulbasaur coming out now. I already have the 10-inch Pikachu, which is right there. So I can't really wait for that one to come out. Next up is one of the ones from Far From Home. So this is actually the Mysterio Pop from Hot Topic, which he doesn't have his helmet on. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take him out. He's actually really nice to... Rod, I used to have a few flashes and I got rid of them. Let me see. I don't think I have any more flashes because I think I got rid of them all. But I'll double check. If not, I'll look around for you and see what I can find. So right now, this is the Mysterio Pop without the helmet from Hot Topic. And honestly, I think they did a fantastic job with this guy. So he's pretty much floating in his cloud. He has his two, I guess you want to say the magic things or whatever. That's his cape in the back. Yeah, that glow-in-the-dark Walmart is definitely a must-have. So there's a different variation of this one that's coming out in Walmart. He has his helmet on and it glows in the dark. So that is definitely a must for me. I have the entire Spider-Man Far From Home already pre-ordered. I have it pre-ordered at ThinkGeek already, so I just gotta go pick them up once they come in. I think the other one, the regular Spidey, came in with his hero suit. So put that guy right there. And I gotta say, this was one of my must-haves for Dark Phoenix, the movie, or just Dark Phoenix in general, because this doesn't fall for the movie. This is actually just part of the regular Marvel line, and it's not part of the movie lines. So here we have the glow-in-the-dark chase for Dark Phoenix. Yeah, she's coming out. I gotta show her off. She's beautiful. Yeah, I gotta go pick up the Hot Topic one, Seth. Thanks. Well, did they really put... Okay, because I guess somebody's gonna poke their eye out or something. I'm sorry, but this is probably by far one of the nicest pops I've seen done, for the new Dark Phoenix. Let me read up some of the... Oh, thanks, Rod. Let's see. Yeah, Vince, sorry about that. I wonder if we can get her to glow. Let's see. And if you guys will be able to even see it, honestly. Yeah, no, that's not going to work out very well. But I will post up a picture of her glowing later on this week. I have the perfect comic for her, and she will be looking mighty, mighty fine. Put her away. I have two more pops, and then we're going to switch over to the comics. Let's see. Seth, if you're able to get your hands on another chase, let me know. I do need one. I need one for out of the box because she deserves to be free, but I don't want to put both of them out. Anybody? Some Nicholas Sequeira comics. Why does that name... I can't think of the name right now. So the next up, we have Think Geek's Thor Pop and Comic Tee. I already have. I love... Everybody complains about Funko doing Pop and Comic tees and whatnot. And honestly, you know, if you don't like it, just don't buy it. It's that simple. If you want the pop, wait till somebody gets it and they sell it. And that's your simple solution, honestly. So, yeah, the comic haul. Apart from the regular comics, I picked up my box finally last week. I wasn't able to go for the last 2 weeks, so there was a lot of stuff, but nothing really major to talk about other than the stuff that I picked up at the BTL show yesterday. So this is the shirt for Thor's Pop and Tee, which is pretty dope. Nice color. It's a different color than the other one. The other one was gray. And then here is the Thor, which is glow in the dark as well. And he's holding Stormbreaker, which is pretty neat. I'll just toss that over there. So for the last pop, it's actually a doozy. So we have 10-inch Thanos. I waited in line at 5 in the morning with Claudia, Vince's wife, and Giuliano, which is here. Let me see something here. And what else am I doing here? Where's Vince? Where the heck is Vince? What happened to Vince? All right. So, no, I was looking for you in the chat, buddy. So I waited. Honestly, it's funny because all the 10 inches at the Kendall Target had boxes were all messed up. None of them were any good. I didn't really care because guess what? As y'all know, all of my 10 inches go out of the box. So, yeah, that's going in the garbage. I'm sorry, but this pop is just awesome. Now that's a 10-inch. That is a pretty badass Thanos with his whole entire Endgame outfit. Now let's take a look. Let's see the difference between Infinity War So there you can see the difference between both of them. Obviously, one is smiling, one is not. Okay, somehow, how is it that I have spammers in here talking about somebody's comic books in the chat? Yep. Let's see something. Yeah. No, not you, truck. So, pop-wise, that's pretty much it. Let me put him back. Let me put Thanos. Now I got to figure out where to put this one at. I'm probably gonna be making a new 10-inch wall. I gotta modify my existing wall that is my overflow wall to be able to fit some of these guys, because the pops are getting out of control, and I might have to start getting rid of some, even though I don't want to, but some of them may have to go. I just got to decide on which ones now. So let's see. Let me clear this out. Make room. So these are all the books that I picked up at the BTL Collectibles show this week. Like I said, some of them are from Comic Tom, but so the first 4 are from Comic Tom's what's it called, mystery box. He does one monthly. So I actually, out of this one, it wasn't that bad compared to the last ones. The first book is actually the first appearance of Cindy Moon, which is Silk. She becomes Silk, but that is the first appearance of Cindy Moon, who plays Silk in the comics. Next up, this is the first appearance of Omega Red in X-Men number 4, which is a pretty nice cover. And then this one, not really a key or anything, but I actually have been looking for this one because I already have one that got signed by Chris Claremont at our convention that we had in West Palm earlier this year. And this is X-Men number 1 of volume 2, I think, or volume 3. And it's the connecting cover variant. So I have the other side. Now I'm hunting down the other side to be able to connect all 3 of them together. Comic geek. What's going on, sir? So the next one, nothing major, just amazing Spider-Man family, number 8. So now on to the fun stuff that I picked up at Pablo's show from BTL Collectibles show. So actually, I've been looking for this one. So this is the Venomverse War Stories number 1, which honestly, to me, it's a beautiful cover. It just, with everybody flying through it, you have Rocket, Black Panther, Ant-Man. I'm trying to remember this one, but beautiful cover. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate it. Thank you for joining. 18 minutes past 10. Really appreciate you guys coming in. Yeah, Claudia. I can't wait for the other Venomized Pops either. I'm already on the hunt for the covers that they are. So there's 6 new Venomized Pops that are coming out. So kind of like, you know, just like how they did Venomized Cap. So there's 6 new ones that are coming out. They are Venomized Thanos, Storm, Rocket, Groot, X-23, and who else was it? Can't remember. But I also picked up Toxin number 2 of 6. I already have 1 and 3, I think. But really happy to have this because I'm trying to complete the set. I am a very big fan of anything Carnage, Venom, symbiote related. So I also was able to pick up or find in the mountain of boxes that Pablo has this one. So Infinity, part 1 of 6, which is a really, really neat cover of Thanos and how they did it, honestly. Oh, Daredevil. Thank you, Vince. Yes, Daredevil was the other one. Daredevil was the other one. Damn, Rod, you should have told me that you needed more Flash Pops. I got rid of, I want to say the 3 or 4 that I had. I didn't have much DC, so I think right now the only DC pop that I have is Batman Who Laughs. That is the only DC pop I have right now. Yeah. But continuing, so we have also I picked up Infinity Part 2 of 4. So this is actually the variant cover, Part 2. The variant cover with Corvus Glaive's sketch, which is pretty neat. Oh, Comic Geek. You live in Scotland? Did not know that. I did not know you lived in Scotland. I wonder how much it costs to ship over there. Here's Infinity Part 3 of 6, which is really neat. I don't even know. Oh, that's Black Bolt. Yep, so that's Black Bolt on the cover. And well, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. And you have Part 4 with Thor pretty much pulling down all the lightning from the sky, which is a pretty neat one. I'm on the hunt for that 4, 5, and 6 to complete the set. And yeah. So I actually I had never seen this book before, or this series, and it's called The Marvels. I have book 1, I have book 2 and 4, I think. I thought they were really neat. I haven't read them yet, but I thought just because of, I do buy books for the covers and the artwork as well. But so I picked up, since I had the other 2, I figured why not. So this is actually 3 of 4 with Silver Surfer on the front. And these are the first prints. This is the first print of it. So it actually has the part that opens up, which removes the Marvel, and then you just have the artwork underneath. See, look, Rod. So Claudia has the SDCC Flash TV series pop that she doesn't mind getting rid of. She doesn't mind letting it go. So then, in the hopes of one day having a Venomized Gwenpool, I picked up Edge of Venomverse number 1. Or is this? No, sorry, this is number 2. And it's a Venomized Gwenpool, or about to become Venomized. Venomized Edge of the Venomverse 1 with X-23 on the front cover, which is a pretty dope cover, and I think it's going to be the perfect one for her pop that's coming soon. And just in case they decided to add one to the mix, I picked up Venomized Doctor Strange. You need Poison Ivy, Batgirl, the Chase, Robot Batman, and the Legion of Collectors, Mr. Freeze. But the incredibly difficult Batman the Animated Series pops to find here. Well, Comic Geek, send me a message. Let's see what happens. Maybe I can somehow get them for you and get them over there. What do you use for the stand? My comics tilt dollar every time. So, Rod, so I bought these off of Amazon, and if anything, I'll send you the link once we get off of here. They're actually the same stands that are holding up my books up above. That's pretty much what it looks like. And what ends up happening is, if you want to use them for the wall, all you got to do is, okay, I may have put this on pretty tight. Oh, there we go. So, yeah. So all it is literally 2 pieces of plastic. You fold them, you put them in, you bolt it, and now you have your wall holder as well. Honestly, I love them. The only thing that I would tell you is to really, really tighten this up. They have a hole up top and on the bottom where you would put a nail. I use both because just in case that the bottom slips out, it won't fall all the way completely and let the book drop. Especially if they're not a CGC case, and especially if they're in a CGC case, because I don't want it to crack. So, but I'll send you the link. They come in a pack of 5 for close to nothing. I mean, I don't want to say nothing, but I think it was like $30. But honestly, they are exceptional. They work flawlessly, and they do a pretty good job of it. What happened? I need to chase Robot Batman and Juliano. Maybe Uncle Figs will give it back to you. Oh, I put it on too tight or too high. But yeah, those are my stands, Rob. They work great, honestly. They do the job. They keep things from falling. So next up, we have Original Sin, Deadpool number 30, which has Deadpool and the Dazzler. Now, I already know that Comic Geek is going to love this one since he is a Deadpool fan. So, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. I had to grab that one. I don't think there's any significance in it, but the cover, I'm sorry, but Deadpool and Dazzler, them roller skating, come on, why not? This was another one that I already have a copy, but I love the cover, and the other one's kind of not in the greatest of shapes, I think. But you have Amazing Spider-Man number 15, and it has Mary Jane wearing the Iron Spider outfit. So now we're going to get into the really, really nice stuff that I picked up. I've already separated it. I've already put these in Mylars. These are probably my more important ones that I wanted and I found. So here we have, let me move you over, buddy. So here we have What If, starring Spider-Man number 105. And it's the first appearance of Spider-Girl, Mayday Parker, which obviously she's the child of Peter and Mary Jane. And I'm really happy to have this one and add it into my collection, especially with Into the Spider-Verse and the fact that I think it was said that the next movie might be with all the girls. So I had to grab that. Okay. Rod, I get mine. The Mylars that I've bought, I get them at Tate's, which is the local shop that I go to, which is in Pembroke Pines. But I think if you order through BCW, I only order the BCW ones. If you go through BCW, if you order enough, they do give you a discount. The only difference is that they come in a pack of 50 instead of 100 because they are thicker. So these are them. So these are actually the Mylars that I get from BCW. It's a pack of 50, but they do cost some money. They're about, I want to say, $18 to $22 for the pack of 50. I think it's worth it. The bags obviously are going to last forever. They're a lot sturdier. I do not buy the different sizes. I kind of like having the extra sides for the books. So all of my Mylars are silver age, and all the boards are silver aged. Thanks, Comic Geek. This is actually one of my first Marvel shirts that I bought. Okay, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Vince. So, with that said, we're going to go on. I actually found the entire set of X-Force Sex and Violence. It's a 3-part miniseries. Obviously, death, gore, sex, violence. I mean, the title says it all. I mean, it even has a, where is it? It actually says parental advisory on it. But Delato killed it with these covers. He did phenomenal with these covers. That's the first one. What I was surprised to find, so when I grabbed them, they were all in one bag. So part one, part two, part three were all in one bag. I didn't go through them, but I was lucky enough that number 2 was actually the second printing variant cover by Delato himself as well. And that is just amazing. I guess I should have pulled out number 2 for you, but it's in the bins, and to kind of go for it, it's going to take me some time, but this is actually the variant cover. So the other cover is Wolverine kind of driving down and Domino's laying on the ground. So really happy to actually have this one and add that one to my Sex and Violence collection. And then I was able to actually grab 2 number 3s, all Delato as well. I love this book. I love this series, honestly. I can't have enough of it, so I just buy them whenever I see them. Whatever condition they are in, if it's a great deal, I take them. Just because, I guess, I don't know. This is another one. So this is the first full appearance and origin of Bloodshot, and the first appearance and origin of the second Rai. Now, if you notice, I do have one just there, which is a 9.4. The one up there, though, is the glossy variant. This is actually the matte variant. So I would have been happier if it was the glossy one, but still not bad. Still not sad to have it. I'm a very big fan of Bloodshot, and I cannot wait to see what Vin Diesel does with it in the new movie coming out. So, yeah. Comic Geek, which one's the Sex and Violence one? So next up we have Rod. Come on, really? He was a good. Vin Diesel did good as Chronicles of Riddick. You didn't like him in Chronicles of Riddick, so you just don't like him, or you don't like his acting? Juliana, you've never seen Riddick or any of the Chronicles of Riddick? Okay. I guess I can see where you're coming from on that one, Rod. I can see that. His acting is meh, I guess. So with that said, we have the second full appearance of Gwen Stacy, and this is actually the book which might lead to the future of Into the Spider-Verse, where you actually have this book has the first meeting of Spider-Gwen, Silk, and Spider-Woman. So that's when they all three appear at the same time. They're in the same room, and yeah. I can't wait for the sequel to Into the Spider-Verse. I don't know about anybody else. The first one for me was amazing. Honestly, definitely one of the top, well, Marvel in general movies. I know it's not part of the MCU, but it was a great movie. So I was actually also able to pick up a pretty clean copy of Hawkeye #1. Nothing major, but just the #1 in the series, and I've never read it, but I do like the costume that he's wearing here. Plus, I also have the pop that matches, so this will go great as well. And then this one I just picked up because, well, so this is actually Spider-Girl #0, but what's inside is a reprint of the first appearance of Spider-Girl from the What If. So they kind of made a copy. So if you look, they're pretty identical except for the shading on here, and obviously on the top right, the emblem. So that's really it. Next week, though, will be a more full week of pops. I know a lot of stuff is coming through, things like that. So a lot of the pops are actually starting to arrive that are on pre-order. And oh wait, I did get. Where is he? Yeah, this guy's going out of the box. Who remembers this movie? So I bought this guy just to put him out of the box. I'm sorry, but I love this movie. Beverly Hills Cop is a classic, and I had to have him. Axel Foley, everyone. Axel Foley. Hey, look at that. Of course he doesn't stand up. Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot. Yep, okay. So that's pretty much it. I got a trip to go to the garbage can and dump all these boxes. I got to put him into a pot of boiling water to stand him up because that's really the only way that you're able to mold their feet back to be able to stand. And he won't stand, of course. He won't. All right. Well, at least Thanos is standing. I heard a lot of bad things about the Thanos pop. Some people pulled theirs out and heads were falling off, arms were falling off. So I don't know what the hell happened there with Target. Oh yeah, all these boxes are going to the recycling bin. Between the boxes and the plastic, that goes all into the recycling bin. Yeah, so you get a pot of water, you boil it, and you put it in for about, I want to say like 15, 20 seconds. And then once it gets nice and warm, you just kind of pull it out. You kind of put it where you want him to stand, and you force it. And then once the vinyl hardens, it stays like that, and then he'll stand again. But it doesn't do anything to the paint. It doesn't do anything like that at all. Comic Geek, do you guys get the 10 inches over there or no? Yeah, Vince, come on. How many pops, Vince? Oh, no, wait, you don't have that many out of the box. If you ever pull them out of the box, Vince, you'll realize how many pops actually stand up on their own versus having to get boiled. That sucks. Okay. Let's see. Comic Geek, message me on the pops that you need for Batman, and I'll see what I can find. See, Comic Geek knows. He knows about pops not being able to stand upright. But yeah, that's it. So I'm actually going to head over to my friend's house, Anne Marie's, to watch Game of Thrones tonight. Tonight's going to be the epic battle. Let's see if the Night King actually even shows up, if he does or doesn't. But yeah, so I'm pretty much done for the day. I gotta go jump in the shower, shave this monstrosity of whatever's going on in here. And yeah, so thank you for joining, everyone. As always, next week I should have more stuff for you. Keep hunting and enjoy your week. Claudia, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for that, Claudia. You're really, really. Listen, that was normal back then, so it is what it is. All right, guys. Thank you, Comic Geek. Thank you, everyone. Get some rest, Comic Geek. I know it's late on your side, but yeah. So we'll be talking and have the group enjoy the rest of your weekend and have a great week.